trapped in my conscience. Her eyes are sparkling white. Oh, rolling back time, wallow pain for a while.
Happy Beltane, everybody, and welcome to a new Watchathon vlog. It is May 1st, May Day, Beltane, Beltane, I think is another way of saying it. It is a rainy one here for us, so there not a whole lot we went out and did. Me and Jordan had the day together while the little one was at daycare. The little one is currently eyeballing me with a mushroom toy that he has. But we just hung out, took the day easy, tried a new ramen place, which you would have seen clips of that earlier. Overall, it's a really good day for reading wise. I'm currently reading Cruel Seduction by Katie Robert, which is a Pandora, Adonis, Aphrodite, and Hephaestus romance. Hello. There's the husband. Anyways, I'm think about 70 to 80% the way into it. I started listening to it just a couple of days ago. So I'm pretty decent way into it, and it's definitely a good read for this time of year with it being a spicy book, and it's one of the prompts before it. And I'm also I have been reading the third bind up of Pretty Guardian Sailor Moon. This is the version that I have. Mine got all scratched up. I don't know what I did to it, but I forgot. This is the author's collection version that I got from our comic book store. I am a little over halfway through that. I pick it up every so often when I can, when I have a free moment where my hands are free, when I'm not dealing with a little monster over there. But I don't know what prompts that the Sailor Moon book will fit, but I know at least Cruel Seduction will fit a couple of prompts. I'll go over what books fit what later on. Jordan is giving us a live dance performance, apparently. But, yeah, we're gonna try to play some more video games while the boy is relatively calm and chill out for the rest of the day. I might try to get some reading done later. We will see, but it's Baldur's Gate time. Because I have a new playthrough to do, so check in with you guys later. The sun.
Our soul, so I was obsessed with the sense of death and dread. For a
guys, I'm a little bit irritated because apparently the last couple of talking clips I did, for some reason my freaking camera had it in slow mode and I don't know how to switch it out. I don't know what all I updated you guys on. With it being Saturday, we didn't end up doing anything special. We were going to go to my mother-in-law's to visit, but the weather was not great, so we didn't end up going. Just spent most of the weekend honestly playing Baldur's Gate when I can and taking care of Stoic. I'm just irritated with this sticking camera. This camera's supposed to be decent, but the battery life is shit. And the whole it being in slow mode just wasted a lot of my time that I don't have a lot of time of mine that I can waste anymore. It's just irritating. Anyways, I didn't get a whole lot of reading done, but I did read a bit and finished Sailor Moon volume or collection 3. It's a special collection that a version that I have. I gave it about 3.5 stars of when I ran it through the spreadsheet that I use, and this morning I read You Are My Little Bookworm to Stoic. My copies are in the other room because I'm in our bedroom right now charging this stupid thing and trying to update you guys really quick, but I did get some knitting done. It was in between the, dealing with Stoic and playing Baldur's Gate, so I got a bit worked on the front portion of my sweater because I had been working on this sweater since before Stoic was born. I've restarted it quite a few times, so I'm finally getting decent the way into the work has been nice. And we tried more bananas and rice cereal with Stoic, and he seems to like it, so getting some progress done. It's just kind of the whole me trying to keep updating you guys. It's frustrating when the camera doesn't want to do what it's supposed to be doing, or random buttons get pushed, and it pisses me off when I don't realize it, and I just waste a lot of time. But anyways, I got a fussy baby I have to deal with. Try to cool down a little bit, let this stupid thing charge, and hopefully touch base with you guys later in the week. It is a full work week for me this next week, so I don't know what all I'm going to get up to be honest, because work it gets busy and I have no time to do much of anything anymore. So, anyways, I will go be grumpy somewhere else. Hey guys, I am home now. Not doing knit night tonight because so it came down with a viral rash, so we went to an impromptu visit to the pediatrician, and now we just made it home. But I did go to the library today during my lunch break because I needed to pick up a hold that I had placed and to update my card because I had to make sure everything was up to date. But I did end up finishing Cruel Seduction by Katie Robert today. I had a couple of chapters left, so I listened to that on the audiobook. I haven't ran it through the spreadsheet for the star rating just yet, so whenever I do that, I'm going to try to remember to update you guys on that. But since I had finished that, I definitely wanted to pick up my Holt, because my Holt is the next book that is on my TBR. And that is A Killing in the Hills by Julia Keller. Probably is not going to fit any of the prompts for Witchathon, but it's up next on my list, and I have been meaning to read this for quite a few years now. And I finally managed to find a copy at one of our local libraries. I ended up having it be transferred from one library to the other, so I got pick that up. Probably may try to start this tonight. We'll see. And then of course I had to get some graphic novels or a graphic novel and some manga while I was there. Got Olympus Null Hunter. It's a Greek mythology retelling. It says a neo-infused cyberpunk retelling of the classic Greek myth, the labors of Hercules, set amongst the stars. Lots of bright colors. It's kind of a thick volume. It says volumes 1 through 10. So I'm assuming it's the whole bind of the series, but it's an Image comic bind up. I thought the description of it sounded interesting, so I had to grab it. And then there is Soseiko's Natsume's I Am a Cat, the manga edition. Of course, it's a cat, so I had to get it. It's Japan's beloved literary masterpiece brought to life in a manga illustrated version. I haven't read the original source material, but with it being a cat, I had to get it and give it a try. And then I got volumes 1 through 3 of Spice and Wolf. This is an anime that Jordan had me watch. Did we watch Spice and Wolf like last year or the year before? It was about 3 years ago. He had me watch Spice and Wolf with him, so when I saw the library had the first 3 volumes of the manga, I decided I might as well give the manga a shot. Even though I have some to read here, but got a few to keep me busy for the time being. If I don't start Killing in the Hills tonight, I might start the Olympus one, that being Greek myth retelling. I'll have to really decide. It's a whole lot of blood. Holy cannoli. But yeah, that's my library haul from today. I will update you guys whenever I decide which one I want to start with. Hey guys, it is Wednesday now. Taking it kind of easy today because I had a sore throat a little bit yesterday and it kind of like got worse this morning and lingered for the rest of the day, so I think I'm just coming down with another bug and I'm starting to kind of cough a little bit. But I got a little bit of read in A Killing in the Hills between yesterday and today. I'm on like only 20 something pages in, so I'm not very far. But I also did start Knit Flatter by Amy Herzog today at work during my off time because I needed something to read, something that wasn't a physical book. I needed I have an ebook Kindle copy that I could easily read while at work between downtime stuff. So I started that. It's one that I've been meaning to pick up for the longest time since I'm really into like making my own sweaters and stuff like that. I'm only not even 10% into that as well. Overall, for the rest of the night, kind of just really depends on how Stoke is doing. He is getting 2 teeth in, so Fussy Baby is fussy on top of his rash that he's dealing with, but it's also getting closer to the time where I'll end up like nursing him to sleep here soon, so I might try to do a little bit of knitting on my Heartswood cardigan if he allows it. He's been like fussing back and forth. He was on the floor for a good while, and then I put him in his PJs and tried to put him back on the floor, but he was not having it, so and put him in the bouncer, and he's kind of starting to get kind of fussy, so I'm gonna end up wrapping this up really quick so there's not a screaming child in the background blowing your ears out. So I will talk to you guys later.
thought you were something different, despite your
Hey guys, long overdue update, but it is the last day of the readathon. I haven't really gotten up to much reading for the readathon the last couple of days because just been busy. But you would have seen a couple of clips. I don't know if I've done an update since, but Saturday we went over to Jordan's dad's house to wish him a early birthday, to give him a card from Stoic. Mother's Day was nice and quiet. It was my first Mother's Day with Stoic, but my first Mother's Day without Harry, so that was kind of rough for me. But Jordan made me breakfast and he made dinner. Spent some time with Stoic, watched Tarzan while I cuddled on the couch with him while he napped, and I played some Baldur's Gate 3. And I don't think I did any reading on Sunday. Yesterday on Monday, me and Stoic went to knit night after working after daycare. And I got some knitting done on my cardigan, my heartwood cardigan that I've been working on. So I don't know if I had shown you guys where I'm at with my progress. I'll actually show you, because my plan is on the 22nd, I am going to be joining in the Splash Pad Party knit along that Boston Jen with the Down Cellar Studio podcast host every year. It'll be my first year participating in it, and I'm not anticipating really getting hardly anything done during this time, or maybe not even that, but just trying to knock out some progress on this cardigan and maybe some other works in progress that I've done. But I have finished. Okay, if I can figure out where all my pieces are, that would be great. Okay. I finished the first front, the right front of the cardigan, and did the armhole shaping. Currently on working on the back and doing the decreases for the armholes for that. So I am happy about that. I'm debating between knitting for a little bit and watching Friends, or doing a little bit of reading, because I did get a bit of reading done today. So I might just give my eyes a bit of a break from any text. I'm not entirely too sure, but I did get some reading done. Barely a few pages in this Olympus Null Hunter. I barely got very far into it. I got like a chapter and a half into it, because every time I go to pick it up, Stoic ends up needing me. I can't really read this with one hand, like, while he's on me, and like be able to turn the pages very well. And if I'm trying to read it while he's nursing, he gets distracted by the pictures, because all we've been reading together are picture books, and he's alternating between jumping and watching me talk to you guys. Bubs. He's like, Mother, what are you doing? Yes, I got a little bit done at that. I am almost in reading Knit to Flutter by Amy Herzog. This is my ebook that I have going. I have maybe just one chapter left that has to do with modifications and stuff that you can do for the patterns that are in the book. So I'm anticipating being finished with that tomorrow. So being super quick. And then I got to chapter 10, page 83 in A Killing in the Hills by Julia Keller. I am struggling with this, to be honest, and for a while I thought I was going to DNF, and I honestly still am kind of feeling like I'm a DNF. When I first started the book, the writing I found very descriptive and kind of sucked me in and really painted a good picture for the story. But if you can hear Jordan in the background, he's playing a video game with friends. But Anyways, it painted a good description of this setting and gave you a good idea of where the plot was going to go. And then it continued being descriptive to the point where it's overly descriptive in a lot of points and being really repetitive, redundant about a lot of it. And it's making it drag for me with how descriptive that it is. Now that I read an extra chapter or two, I'm not having or seeing that issue in the last couple of chapters, so I'm tempted to keep going a little bit further and seeing if it keeps going or not. And I have the synopsis kind of really paints you a clear picture of what's going to happen to begin with in the story, so I'm just it's playing out like a typical crime thriller, almost like how a crime thriller TV show would go, set in the West Virginia mountain area. So I'm not as drawn into it as I was hoping I would be, in considering how my attention span is very limited these days. I don't want to force myself through something, but I might just give it another chapter or two just to really kind of see if I'm not enjoying it by or very far into it or even halfway through it by the weekend. I'm definitely gonna call it, because it shouldn't be taking me this long to read this. But that is my cue to go with him starting to fuss. It's time to get him into the PJs here soon. Or maybe he's just tired of hearing me talk, who knows. But thank you all for watching this vlog, and I will see you next time for the Litha round of Witchathon. I'm hoping to have the announcement video up. I believe Litha's not until not Litha. Didn't we have I'm hoping to have one of the announcement video up soon. I think I might be confusing the Wheel of the Year again, but who knows? Bomb brain. But yes, until next time, you guys, blessed be and happy reading.